That's the Maryland Film Festival 2017. I had material that was supposed to be entered into the Maryland Film Festival in 2009. All right. And this was since I couldn't make it in 2009, I was going to do it last year in 2011. And this was my submission. It was the truth about the Towson toilet. And it was my movie and my documentary. These are 4 phases of the movie that I was making. The first part is Rob Fix. The second part is a movie that I made called Enemy of My Enemy. This is evidence for a federal investigation. And this is what I did in Towson on February the 6th, 2011. It shows everything that I did. It's a movie and a documentary about America's prison industry. It was about Dred Scott. It was about the money that y'all spend. Bank of America, SunTrust Bank. I was asking for sanctuary. Like I said, this is from 2011. Really 2010, before I got locked up. And that was my inmate number. That's what's on the side of my truck. I filed these papers with the city clerk. Like I said, it was about Rikers Island. Judge Turnbull got this. Judge Previs got this. Judge Pryor, Judge Pearson got this. Judge Bell has this. Judge Holland has this. Judge Souter has this. State's Attorney Bernstein, State's Attorney Jessamy, State's Attorney Mosby all got this, because it was about prosecutorial discretion and the way that you use it to incarcerate blacks, Hispanics, and poor whites. It's legalized slavery. Like I said, Dred Scott, 2017. I'm going to show you that nothing's changed in over 400 years since we came here to America. And this is the material that they took from me. The originals. They took the originals. This is just a copy. But this is what I did in Towson. So everybody knows.
It's evidence. Do not destroy this evidence. Because it's right here in your courthouse steps. Like a dog, I mark my territory.
Now that toilet clearly says evidence for a trial. That toilet was for this trial. That toilet was evidence for this trial. Plain and simple. And I didn't have this trial because y'all locked me up and charged me with terrorism. Y'all locked me up and charged me with terrorism. And that was the trial. I'm going to play the transcripts from that trial next. I don't want to play the transcripts from this trial from 2010 pertaining to Congressman Cummings, Sarbanes, Mikulski, and Cardens. It was a body attachment, a peace order was given. Because y'all sent police up into my house and put guns in my head. Like I said, this was the toilet from Towson, and it was for evidence for the case against Governor O'Malley, Bank of America. That's what the toilet was, and it clearly said it in this video. This is the material that the state stole and refuses to return. They got the originals, but I got copies. This is what I did February the 7th.
Like cannonballs, y'all. This is my movie, y'all. We're gonna stand up and fight for our rights. This is a quiet riot. Set all bills in legal mail. This is the voice of the people, y'all. And don't get mad at me. This is strictly business. It ain't personal.
It's strictly business. It ain't personal. The video clearly states I want all legal mail and all videos sent to the senators, the congressmen, the public officials. The movie was about y'all, and the toilet was about y'all. The toilet was potty training politicians. Sarbanes, Cummings, Mikulski, Cardens. It was about the Maryland delegates and how y'all been writing laws to enslave our community. Truth ain't hard to find. All you got to do is give me my videotapes back, give me my property back, and let's make this movie happen. Now, this is what I did at the Towson turnaround. Y'all didn't talk about this. This is where I was hanging out dirty laundry. I was hanging out dirty laundry.
This is my contribution to America for Black History Month. Alright?
It was Black History Month, and I was making a Black History moment. That's it. Y'all get mad at us for trying to do the right thing. This was a non-violent, peaceful demonstration. All I did is told your business. I'm a caterer. I've been in your house. I know the laws that you've been writing. I know the acts that y'all been putting on. For 40 years, y'all been letting the Democratic Party enslave y'all. Stop and frisk, zero tolerance came from Governor O'Malley. Them 69 judges that he put in place are the ones that are locking you up and stealing your money.
Stop killing our kids, trying to save our world and make our world a better place. It's a non-violent, peaceful demonstration about racism and the way you treat the underclass in America. The illegal war on drugs and how you just disaffranchise.
You made the war on drugs, and the war is really on my community. And since you declared a war on drugs, I consider myself an enemy combatant. You know what I'm saying? I'm a refugee. I'm an immigrant. I'm a prisoner of war.
Franchising our population and destroying our family. So I'm putting you out there like dirty laundry. Everybody know where I'm at.
I shot another video the other day at the same place.
I'm just repeating black history. Martin Luther King taught me how to do this. So, just hanging you out there like dirty laundry.
Those are your senators, your congressmen, your representatives pertaining to the prison industry and the money involved in the prison industry. I hung you out to dry. What y'all did to me was far worse. Y'all charged me with terrorism. All I did is terrorize you with the truth in the toilet.
Commissioner Belfield got this.
Commissioner Belfield had this.
Cummings got this.
I turned myself in on February the 2nd, and I gave it to Belfield. I gave it to Congressman Cummings. I gave it to Dutch Ruppersberger. I gave it to Sarbanes. I gave it to all your elected officials, and y'all left me in jail claiming that I was a terrorist. And you knew that I wasn't. The movie was about our Democratic Party in Maryland.
And this is about my rights and my freedom. And I'm asking for my freedom.
Like Dred Scott.
Monopoly and the people that play games with your lives, like Karen Parks from Fox 45. This is the Minority Report.
The Minority Report details everything I done did. It's 87 pages, plus it's got a jailhouse diary of 188 pages. It details everything I did since I started this. It shows Illinois and Maryland. It ties you together. It got Governor Ehrlich in it. It got Governor O'Malley in it. It got Schellenberger. It got Bernstein. It got Jessamy. It got the people that played a role in mass incarceration. And Fox 45, Karen Parks. It got the media's role that they play too.
And it's about the Republican agenda. It's about the Republican agenda. To disenfranchise our population. That's the Attorney General. And that's your illustrious mayor. You know what I'm saying?
That's Mayor Stephanie Rawlings Blake before she had all that fake surgery done and lost all that baby weight. Before that money made her look better. You feel me? And those are the public officials behind her. That's when y'all got rid of Dixon.
And that's your city councilman. And that's a letter to the FBI.
That letter to the FBI, the material to the FBI, dog, I made sure that y'all had everything so y'all couldn't lose me in the system.
Asking for the city of Baltimore to have an open hearing about my illegal incarceration. That's Congressman Young from 92Q.
Yeah, that's Larry Young from 92Q, because I used to work for Kathleen Hughes. I used to do catered events for y'all. I worked for y'all when Nelly came out. I worked for y'all when D.L. Hughley was here. I worked for y'all when y'all was on St. Paul's. And Larry Young's fat sellout ass. Yeah, I said it, your fat sellout ass. You got evidence to turn in the Democratic Party, but you eating off their plate. You what they call a plantation politician. You a token. And I ain't joking. Make sure that you get this, because I gave y'all this. I used to work for y'all. I worked with Marion Barry. I worked with Kathleen Hughes. I did the birthday parties. I did the summer block parties. I did a lot of work for 92Q. But when I got locked up, you turned your back on me. Like I said, token ass motherfucker.
This is black on black racism too. Shows my laws, the laws you broke. Shows the people that I was making a movie. It shows everything that needs to be seen. Shows the forged checks.
It shows the forged checks by the state of Maryland and the forged checks because I was locked up in another state. You can't conduct business in my business account, and I got sole proprietorship. Bank of America, SunTrust Bank, Insurance Incorporated, James Hammond, Paul Weinblatt. All those white people took my black money, and I want my black money back. They couldn't have did this without James Hammond and Paul Weinblatt. So I asked for a federal investigation, and I asked for audit. I asked for audit because money counts itself.
This shows monopoly in your cash cow. Taxation without representation is illegal in this nation.
And I turned this into the tax department in 2008. I gave it directly to Scott Schellenberger in 2008 when I got out of jail, and I found out that they took over my business. They ain't paying no taxes, man. $2.6 million. Money count itself. That $2.6 million, somebody got to pay the taxes on it. Paul Weinblatt and Association helped him do that.
And you got taxes. You got my money. You want the Nobel Peace Prize? Well, I'm applying for it too. The people of America, human rights violations in America. Peace Prize. I want the Peace Prize.
That's State's Attorney's Office. All right? Chief State's Attorney's Office, Baltimore County. That's Scott Schellenberger. That's evidence that I sent him before I got locked up. That was hanging out there. So how has he got evidence exposing the corruption and then turn around and charge me with terrorism? He need to be disbarred. Because like I said, I'm hanging out dirty laundry. I go to jail for the right reasons. When I put them toilets in front of the courthouse and I shut Baltimore City down, make sure that y'all bring all the evidence. Because we're going to have a jury trial. We're going to settle this.
Chief State's Attorney, I got crimes that you committed. Just like Schellenberger and Layfawn. Made a movie about you, dog.
The movie was about the state's attorney and how you use prosecutorial discretion to instill black and Jim Crow justice. You use your office to incarcerate blacks, Hispanics, and poor whites. When Baltimore City closed the projects, you sent people out to Baltimore County. If you track those people that went out to Baltimore County, the state's attorney locked them up. It was a system designed failure.
And your racist behavior. This is what it was about. This case right here. And it says who it was about and what it was about. That's Judge Turnbull. They denied me.
That's Judge Turnbull. The same way that I wrote Judge Turnbull, I wrote Judge Cox. Judge Cox got the same information I gave Judge Turnbull. Judge Turnbull left me in jail. Judge Cox has information that's supposed to take me to the Supreme Court. Judge Cox and Governor Hogan, same material Judge Turnbull got. And like I said, I got everything I got on film.
Access to the court. It's a violation of the Constitution of the United States. I was making a movie.
No law against making a movie. The movie was about our politics in Maryland. It was about the Democratic Party in Maryland. And I named all of y'all. It ain't personal. Strictly business. I'm a black Republican. I'm not a Donald Trump Republican. I'm a new black Republican. Get it right.
And now the Supreme Court got this. I was making a movie. There's no law against making a movie. Nobody never made a movie about racism. It was about the inmates in the Lake County Jail and the illegal incarceration.
I did the inmates in the Lake County Jail. I did the inmates in the Baltimore County Jail. And I sent all the information to the Department of Justice. I got 118s. I got where I filed complaints. I showed you where you were beating inmates. I showed you where you were torturing inmates. I was showing you where you coerced confessions from inmates. I gave you something from the inside out. And when it was about Schellenberger, it was about Congressman Cummings, it was about Larry Young, it was about O'Malley and Bernstein. And I put all of it on a toilet. Toilet is my artistic form of expression. And the toilet gonna flush your careers down the hole because you got to do what you got to do. The comptroller got to audit me. And Governor Hogan got to answer that mail. And the media can't hide from this.
I'm a jailhouse snitch. Instead of turning on the inmates, I turned on the officers. You had me in the belly of the beast. So let's discuss the money that you spend. How much money did you give that man?
Y'all pay people to get into races. How much money did you give Waldorf versus what you gave Brian Vaith when y'all was running for governor in 2011? You know what I'm saying?
We're going to talk about campaign financing.
And I know about campaign. I know about campaign financing, and I know about Dutch, because I catered a lot of y'all's parties, and I didn't get paid to do it. Y'all owe me.
See that, Dutch? American injustice.
Alright, so like I said, I got everything I got on film. We're going to settle this one way or the other. Governor Hogan, President Obama, and we're going to President Trump. Because like I said, ain't no law against making a movie. Y'all did Rikers Island. I'm getting ready to do Dred Scott. I'm going to do Dred Scott, and this is going to be the premise of the movie. This case right here. It's all I need. And we're going to have all these individuals turn over their evidence. All right. Stephen Janis, Mark Steiner, Tammy Brown, Stephen Janis, Fox 45, Pollard Tony. Yeah, Pollard Tony too. It's the Baltimore City Police Department, 2012. Encloses a subpoena. All right. For the Internal Affairs Department. Like I said, I got everything I need on court record. This is Baltimore County. All right. This is for the Comptroller's Office to have an audit. The Comptroller's Office. A motion for the subpoena. All right. District Court. A motion to squash the subpoena from the Comptroller's Office, Peter Francott. He filed a motion to squash the subpoena because if they have an audit, then they have to admit the role that they played in this. So you use the courts to protect yourself from the corruption. But like I said, I'm going to use the camera to expose you from everything. The subpoena wants an audit on March 13th, the plaintiff, on above caption. I want everything. I want everything that I asked for. And you can't hide behind the courts to do it. All I'm going to do is use Dred Scott. I'm going to take all these subpoenas that I got and I'm going to put them in a book form. The subpoena for Baltimore State's Attorney Scott Schellenberger. All right, this is what I was asking for Scott Schellenberger. All material and videos sent to his office since 2008. All false charges filed against me by Jake Davis in 2008. All written responses to my letters and mails. All right. That's subpoenas for Scott Schellenberger. Because like I said, I got my stuff together. I was making a movie, and the movie was about y'all. You can't stop me from making a movie. Movie gonna come out. It ain't coming out in the 2017 film festival, but the 2018 film festival, it's gonna make Rikers Island look like, man, Candyland. Because I'm gonna show you the names of the politicians that put you in there. Indivisible Baltimore, Congressman Cummings said he was gonna help. How can he help when he was the one that created this? A motion to squash the subpoena by the state's attorney's office of Baltimore City. All right, y'all covering each other's asses. And I'm making a movie about them toilets. Like I said, I got it all documented. And Governor Hogan, you got to answer that mail. You don't answer that mail, it ain't a good look. Oh, wow. Can't flush you no more. Well, you know what I'm going to do. Flush your careers down the hole. It's time to go. Indivisible Baltimore, look for the films. Look for the movies, because to make you do your job, I'm going to make you do your job. I'm going to make you do your job. I'm going to make you by using them toilets.